this month is a really big month for the Revere family, I suppose. Si and I have to make some big decisions. We definitely want more children. I always dreamed of having sort of 3 or 4 kids. We have one most beautiful child, and we are really, really lucky to have her, but we would love her to have another sibling and to have another child of our own. To have another Piper would just be amazing. Or obviously they would be their own little person, but it would just be great, and I think we would feel like we are the family, a proper family, or complete family. I don't know, it all sounds a bit wrong, but anyway, we would really love another child. So we have to make a decision this month if we're going to do another round of ICSI. So we're seeing a consultant recommended by the Zeta West Clinic at the end of the month to talk through what they think our sort of chances are of having a successful cycle this time. We've spent lots of money in the last year just trying to investigate what's been going on with Si. Every time we see a new consultant on Harley Street, they'll say, oh yes, it's an underlying infection that's the problem, we can find it. Let's do a test, 600 quid later, oh no, we can't find anything, go and see someone else. And so it goes on. So we've got to the point where we're not seeing any more doctors. We feel that, it's been investigated enough. Nobody can find anything wrong with Simon. So, ICSI will be our only chance. We're going to have a chat to the consultant about that and see what they think our chances are. And we've also got a meeting with an adoption agency. You have to go, and it's kind of like a sort of an informal open day. So we're not wasting anybody's time. We're going to just the normal open day to find out more information about adoption. And then also there is the possibility of a sperm donor as well. So ICSI we know a lot about, and it's just whether our chances are. I mean, we were told earlier in this year that we would not have a chance with ICSI. So we were right, forget it. I kind of went through that stage of mourning the loss of ever being pregnant again, and sort of got my head around it, and then started really thinking about adoption and just thinking, gosh, my baby could have been born already, and it's just the case of trying to fight my way to find her or him, and we just need to go through this process, and we'll be there, and that's amazing to think. My baby's already out there, just got to go and find it and fight for it and bring it home. So there's all that about adoption. And then sperm donor, I brought that up with Simon and asked, because I know if the shoe was on the other foot and the issues with me, I would take anybody's egg. I would be like, yeah, give me your egg, that'd be great. Put Simon Swimmers in, that will all be fantastic. Or if it was surrogacy, if I needed someone to carry my baby, fine. That I wouldn't have a problem with. I would be able to have that child as my own once it comes out. It would be mine. But for Simon, and I think with a lot of men, there seems to be this whole, actually not with Simon, that's really unfair, but with some men, there seems to be this whole macho thing of, taking another man's sperm and things like that. And Simon talks about sperm donor, and he sort of says, yes, no, I think it would be great, and to have the baby from day one would be fantastic, and he does that, and then I just see that little thing in his eye and that slight sort of disappointment in his face, and I know that he's saying it for me. He's not saying it for him. He's saying it because he knows that I desperately would love to be pregnant again and have my own baby, and just what an amazing man that he would be sort of sacrificing those feelings. But I know from that look that it's not right. I don't want to be 6 months pregnant and know that my husband really is really nervous and happy that child isn't going to be, or not feel that he can bond with that child, because that's really unfair to him, and it's also really going to be unfair to the baby, and I don't think I could do that to either of them. And even though he tries to put a brave face on it, I know deep down what he really thinks, and it's a shame, and it's sad, but I love my husband, and I wouldn't destroy our little family that we've got for my sort of selfish reasons. So it has to be right for all of us, I think, is the thing to really say, is that we we all have to be on the same page. And Simon and I have always been on the same page for everything. When it came to me being pregnant with Piper, and we were told at 20 weeks that she would definitely be disabled and there would definitely be issues if she ever survived, we both knew that, you know, we wanted to continue with the pregnancy. There was no doubt in our mind that she was going to be our little girl no matter what. So this is the first time we have been slightly on a different page, but he's still you know, it's more important to me that he is 100% happy for the family. So I think sperm donor is ruled out for us. I think our only options are either going to be ICSI or adoption. And that's two really big decisions, you know, it's two really big things. So we've got a lot to think about and go through in this next month. But even if we go for the ICSI, we've said that's it, one last go, because I can't go through all the drugs and everything again. It's just one last time I would be able to do, but I wouldn't be able to keep going. These women that do 11 cycles are amazing. They are fantastic ladies, and maybe if I didn't have Piper, I would be trying to do the same. But also, we couldn't afford it. You know, we really would be bankrupt if we had to do that many, you know, sort of hundreds, but lots of cycles. So it might be that we just do one more cycle, and if not, then adoption. And also, I've been talking to Simon recently and saying, you know, even if we did manage to get a child through ICSI, I might eventually feel that, you know, that we might want to adopt as well. I just think, because we would also adopt a deaf child, or deaf or hearing, it wouldn't matter, and to us. So I just kind of feel that maybe we are destined to do that as well, you know, and have a really big, full, rich family of all different children that have got here in all different ways, all had their own little struggles to get here, but, you know, we are a family in the end, and we're all destined to be together. Does that sound really weird? Maybe that sounds really weird, but that's how I really feel, that we will be our own little unique family.